So it is a Tuesday night. I just got home from dinner with my boys. I pulled up in the Aston. I opened my phone. I checked my Amazon store and I made thousands of dollars today. I didn't ship a product. I didn't talk to a customer. I didn't lift a finger. And I want you to sit with that for a second because 3 years ago, this version of me didn't exist. Because 8 years ago, this version of me didn't exist. I was the guy hoping payday would cover rent. I was trading my time for money like everybody else. And tonight, while I was at dinner, my business made more money than most people make in 2 weeks at their job. Now, here's the part nobody talks about. Everybody shows you the car, everybody shows you the number on the screen. Nobody shows you the version of them that had to die for this to exist. And that's what I'm going to give you in the next 10 minutes. Most people in this Amazon space, even the big YouTube gurus that you've already seen, they're running a model that requires them to lift a finger every single day or violate the policies. Arbitrage, private label, dropshipping. They're working, they're hustling, but they're stuck. And I'm going to show you exactly why in a second. My name is Leon. I run a program called Six Figure Amazon Accelerator. I've been featured in Entrepreneur Magazine. I've coached over 500 people from zero to real Amazon income using one specific model. And that model is the only reason I can leave my phone in another room on a Tuesday night and still wake up richer in the morning. So let me ask you something right now. Wherever you're watching this, maybe you're on your couch, maybe you're on your phone, maybe you just got off of a shift at a job that you hate. I want you to actually answer this. If your boss called you tomorrow and fired you, how long could you survive? 30 days? 60? Most people, if they're honest, the answer is not long. And that's not a money problem. That's an identity problem. You've built a life where your survival depends on someone else giving you permission to make money. And until that changes, nothing changes. Here's what I want you to understand. There are two paths in front of you right now. On the left is the path that you've been on. You wake up, you go to work, you make somebody else rich. You come home, you scroll, you sleep, you do it again. That path is very predictable. You know exactly where it ends. On the right is the path where your income is decoupled from your time, where money comes in while you're at dinner, where you wake up and your business made more overnight than you used to make in a week. Both paths start right now, in this moment. The only thing that determines which one you walk is what you do in the next 90 days. Now, let me get into the model because this is where most people get this completely wrong. When people hear Amazon FBA, they think of one of three things. They think retail arbitrage, going to Walmart, scanning clearance, flipping it on Amazon or Chinese suppliers or something. That's a job. You stop scanning and you stop earning. You think private label, designing your own product, finding a factory in China, putting your logo on it. That's a six-figure gamble where 90% of people lose. Or they think dropshipping, which is basically pretending to sell things that you don't own. None of that is what I do. None of that is what I teach. None of that creates the Tuesday night moment that I'm having right now. What I do is called name brand wholesale. I buy real name brand products, products you already know, products you'd recognize if I held them up right now, directly from US wholesale distributors at deep wholesale prices. And I sell them on Amazon. There's no inventing products. There's no Chinese factories. There's no flipping clearance. There's no pretending. It's real brands with real margins and real distributors. And here's the thing that nobody tells you. This is what real Amazon sellers actually do. The biggest sellers on Amazon, the ones doing 8 figures, 9 figures, 10 figures, they're not selling private label. They're moving name brand wholesale at volume. And the only reason you've never heard about this model is because it's not as sexy on YouTube as I designed my own water bottle in China. But here's why this matters for you. With name brand wholesale, the brand has already done the marketing. The brand already has demand. The brand already has trust. You're not gambling on whether anyone wants the product. You're plugging into existing demand. And once you set the system up, FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, they do the rest. They store it, they ship it, they handle the customer service, which is exactly why I can be at dinner on a Tuesday night and still get paid. Now, I want to talk about the part that actually matters because the model is just the vehicle. The vehicle doesn't matter if the driver is broken. I see this every single day. I get on calls with people who have the money to start, they have the time, they have the opportunity in front of them, and they still don't pull the trigger. Now, why? because deep down, they don't believe the money is coming back. They don't believe they're the person who can do this. They've been programmed by their parents, by their school, by their environment, by society to think small, to play safe, to stay where they are. And every single decision they make confirms that programming. They scroll past videos like this and they tell themselves, that's not for me. Now, let me tell you exactly who that's for. It's for the version of you that hasn't been built yet. Right now, you have an old version of you running the show, the ones who's been making your decisions for the last 10 years. And that version got you exactly where you are right now. If you're happy with where you are, keep them in the driver's seat. But if you're watching this video and you're still watching at the 7-minute mark or wherever it is, I already know you're not happy with where you are. I know because the people who are happy with their lives, they don't watch videos like this. They're at dinner, they're with their family, they're not searching for a way out. So here's what has to change. It's not your strategy, it's not your tools, it's not your software. It's you. The version of you that walks into the next 90 days has to be a completely different person than the one who walked into the last 90 days. And the way you become that person is not by waiting until you feel ready. You will never feel ready. You become that person by making one decision today, right now, while you're watching this. That old version of you is done. That's the version of you who makes excuses. The version who says next month, tomorrow. The version who thinks Amazon is too saturated or too hard or too late. That guy is dead. And the new version, the one who runs a real Amazon business, who has the Tuesday night moment, who can leave his phone in another room and still get paid, that version starts right now. I want you to picture something for me. 90 days from now, you're sitting on your couch on a Tuesday night, your phone buzzes, you check it, your Amazon store made $3,000 today. You didn't do anything. You went to dinner, you worked out, you spent time with the people that you love. And the money just came in. How does that feel? Sit in that feeling for a second. Pause this video, sit in that feeling for a second, because that feeling is available to you. It's not reserved for me. It's not reserved for the people on Entrepreneur Magazine. It's available to anybody willing to install the right model and become the right person. But here's the catch. You cannot do this alone. Okay, I tried. I spent thousands of dollars on courses on YouTube, videos, on free guides that didn't teach me anything. I wasted a long time trying to figure this out on my own. And the moment my life changed was the moment I stopped trying to do it alone and I got in the room with someone who's already done it. That's exactly what Six Figure Amazon Accelerator is. It's me, my team, my supplier vault, my product vault, daily coaching, one-on-one access, the exact name brand wholesale playbook I used to build this handed to you. Now, we don't do it for you. We do it with you, because if I do it for you, you don't become the person. And the whole point is that you become the person. If you're watching this and something just clicked, if you felt something in your chest when I said Tuesday night and I didn't lift a finger, that wasn't an accident. That was your nervous system locking into a future version of you that already exists. Your job now is to go meet him. Click the link in the description of this video, book a call with me or my team. We're going to get on the phone with you. We're going to find out where you are. We're going to figure out if this is the right move. And if it is, we're going to build it together. I post videos like this. I post videos like this often. I'm dedicated to showing you what's actually possible. I'll see you in the next one.